So that banter of going back and forth, what do you think of them? Do you think they're great? I think the crown is heavy.
Yeah, it's hard to take over.
I think, and I may get in trouble saying this.
Welcome to Out and About, everyone. It is Tuesday, January 13th or 14th, something like that. Unfortunately, Vinny is not with us today, and we are joined. I'm sorry? Joey's not with me either. We have Mike Vrabel in the house.
How's it going, guys?
Nice, Joe, nice. And we're happy to be here. Do you just want to start off with the Vrabel news? I know this is very important to you. This is a very big deal. Talk about it.
Well, I'm up in Geesh. I'm up in Michael Vrabel's Geesh.
Okay.
Yags. I'm wearing the costume. I'm wearing the uniform from the Patriots.
Love it. I'm sending you something, Sean. Keep going. And
I have a hat on. I have a black, a red, white, and blue Barstool hat.
Okay.
I'm wearing khakis. And I think this is what he would wear. I'm speckled with silver, salt and pepper beard and hair.
You look good, Joe. I know last week there was some confusion. We had Gerard Mayo was actually confused with Mike Vrabel.
I got confused.
Lo and behold, Mike Vrabel has signed on to be the 16th coach of these New England Patriots in a multi-year deal. As we know, he had won Super Bowls in 03, I believe 02, 03, and 05. He's a Pro Bowler. He is a New England guy, and more important than that, he is a guy who Joey Camasta would love to ruin his whole.
And do you think this is all because I mentioned him on the podcast last week?
I can't think of anything else it would be attributed to.
I was a whistleblower originally. I was the one who brought the tension. He applied for the job, but I was the one who told everyone.
You put in the good word.
Yes. So you're welcome. So I'm wearing the costume that he's wearing now. I didn't realize he's not going to play. He's not going to start. He's not going to clock in until next season because Billy told me that apparently they're not in the running to be America's next drag football team.
Yes, that's very true. Patriots are fucking awful. Are you a Patriots guy, Sean?
No.
Oh, he's an Eagles guy. He's got an Eagles.
Well, my number one,
Drake May.
Bussy Destroyer is Drake May.
Oh, what about Josh Allen, who had a hell of a performance? By the
Josh
way.
Allen. I mean, I'm Drake May for until the rest of the season. I think.
Yeah.
Until the finals, and I see who's
the finals
who's performing that night. But yeah, he got the new job, and now I found that we're Eskimo sisters, Mike Vrabel and I.
And that's just both because you...
No, because he used to work at the Titans with Will Compton. And me and Will Compton both bottomed for Mike Vrabel.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
So me and Will Compton are Eskimo sisters.
That's beautiful, Joe.
Thank you.
You talked to Will about this?
We have not. Now, where was
he was jealous once.
Where was Taylor Lewan when Mike Vrabel was working as the mother of the house?
I believe he was in your mouth.
Did they work together? Did Lewan and
Vrabel work together on the Titans? I think, right?
Yeah, but did Lewan and Compton work together on the Titans?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Taylor Lewan and
that's
Compton.
how they know each other.
Yeah, that's definitely how they know each other.
Well,
he was a big. Did you see the clip that him and Francis was on Bustin' with the Boys talking about what he would do to get game ready if he had to be in a game in 2 weeks?
Suck the dick?
No.
He said he would suck dick to further his career.
Francis would. Yeah. He said he would eat. He said in 2 weeks, if he had 2 weeks to get ready, all he would do would be eating super calorie dense meals. So he would have like 3 humongous meals a day and then 3 humongous shakes a day. Because he's walking around 40, 50 pounds less than what he played when he was in the NFL.
I wish I had that problem. I wish I'm at my fighting weight right now.
What's your fighting weight?
I don't know.
And we don't need the number. I mean, do you feel good though? Like you're...
No, I mean I'm just saying, like, I wish I had a problem.
You're on a cut.
I wish I had to, like, gain weight. I wish I had a problem where I had to gain weight.
You can gain weight.
I can, but I'm saying I wish I had...
Oh, you say that you wish you were opposite.
Yeah,
I got you. That's tough. But I think a lot of those big football players like Willie Colon, Taylor Lewan, it's harder for them to lose weight than it is to put... Oh, so I guess that's what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm saying it's hard for them to put weight on. It's hard for me to take weight off.
Like, I
wish it was opposites day.
If you really put your mind to it,
I can gain weight.
How big do you think you could get?
Probably.
If you, Joey, I'm talking no holds barred. A year of give you a year right now. Let's say you're walking around at 250.
400. I'm tall.
What are you, 220 now? Something like that.
2 and change. Yeah.
2 and change. You could put on 100 pounds in a year.
I'm sure I could.
Oh,
I would love to.
Why?
I would die, but
why not? You come in with oxygen on like that fucking rapper who was rapping on stage. Why not? Throw on the
Should I
weight.
become a feeder? Should you become a feeder?
Every time you come in, I have fucking donuts and scones.
Can I say something? I think I need to come forward.
Your pronouns are changing again.
Not yet.
Sure.
Yesterday, it was Sunday. I
Went to church.
ate an entire block of unexpected cheddar from Trader Joe's.
Oh no!
To myself, one sitting.
No!
Sitting. And I'm just saying this because I want to be held accountable and
Good.
and be vulnerable and let everyone know that
Yes.
there's times on a lazy Sunday when you're just chopping at the old block, as they say.
You were eating it raw.
I took a whole block of unexpected cheddar. Is that why they call it unexpected? Because I wasn't expecting to eat the whole thing.
What was that dump like after?
I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen to my body right now.
It's still in you.
It's still in me. Yeah.
Oh
I don't know what's
it's still here. It's still being melted in the large
in the chamber. So I don't know what's going to happen to my body or my cholesterol levels after that. But I cracked open a bag of pretzelized pita chips.
You got one in the chamber right now. God help
And a
that
block,
toilet.
a 7-ounce block of unexpected cheddar.
7 ounce. You ate a half a pound of cheese. Is that a half pound? What's a pound?
It's
16 ounces.
It's less than a half pound.
That's about half a
Oh.
pound.
8 ounces is it?
8
He's nitpicking the 1 ounce. Actually, it is less from what
And
I remember.
actually, yeah.
Nana measures her cheese in grams, if you know what I'm talking about.
But ladies, I think we've all been there. It's like, but I do. It's being held. Taking accountability is the first step. And I
I had 6
but
Pepperidge Farm cookies last night.
It would be fine, but I have 2 more blocks in my fridge.
Throw them out, Joe. Use the dish soap.
I'm
Joe.
not going to throw them out.
Give them to Sean.
No, Poppy's
He can do
coming.
cake farts.
No, Poppy's big. This
Cheese
This is
farts.
Poppy's big city slicker weekend. He's living life in the big cities. Poppy's moving in. I'm leaving this weekend to go to New Orleans for Marty's wedding, and Poppy's got to watch Wiggles. So Poppy's coming, and he's going to be staying. I'm just waiting. I thank God I have the nanny cam.
Now,
to watch him.
last time he watched Wiggles, he actually mistook the wee-wee pads for himself.
Yes.
So he was taking human-sized dumps on the wee-wee pads.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's cleared up.
So he's going to be there. I have to stock the wine fridge. I have to stock, but
Oh, you're going to need this.
I live in I'm an old fart too, but I have a very tech savvy home. So
Yes.
things like turn on. Alexa does everything in the house, and I'm just waiting for my father to just have a meltdown because he can't turn the living room light off and like.
Something to use his voice. Oh, that's difficult.
No,
for the
he's
olds.
going to scream. He goes, Allegra, lights on, and he's like, he's a mess. Or how to run my espresso machine, or like, it's going to be like there's like a lot of like technical things that he's turning the TV on and.
How long is he there? He's there from Thursday to Monday? Something like that?
Nah, kind of Friday to
Is his boyfriend coming with him?
No, I think his friend Mary's gonna come stay.
He's
with
having
them.
those 2 queens from Wilton Manors come by
Yeah.
the house. He's going to be hosting gangbangs. You
Yeah.
check the nanny cam. He's getting
Piped?
He's getting piped out. He's getting pumped and dumped in the living room.
I don't know. So he's gonna be watching that. So I'm gonna be a lot of like, you worry about your kid at home, like
Yeah,
my dog.
well, yeah.
I have to worry about both of them. It's gonna be the blind leading the blind with Wiggles and Poppy
Well, I'm sure it'll be fine.
in the home.
This is a big deal for you. This is the first time you left your bae at home alone, right? For an extended period of time.
I left him that one night. I had a sleepover in Chicago, but that was the only time I ever left him.
Who would you have for him if you had to choose Vinny or Sean to watch the dog? Vinny, Sean, or myself to watch the dog?
Vinny, sorry.
Vinny?
He is a dog owner, and
Yeah.
he really cares for
Animals.
Hendrix.
Hendrix, that's his dog.
That's his dog.
Yeah.
Is it Hendrix or Hennessy?
Hennessy on TikTok. Do you have any animals, Sean?
Yeah, my dog. I would be good watching your dog. My dog's like 18 years old.
He's got that dog in him.
What kind of dog is it?
He's a mutt. He's like a Schnauzer.
It's probably like
mix.
18.
Yeah, I had another dog who just passed away who was like
I'm
17.
sorry.
That's
Oh,
all right.
damn.
They lived long lives, good lives.
Well, thanks for bringing the mood up.
You're welcome. Glad you
That's
guys
brutal.
had me on here.
Yeah.
So I have to worry about that, but I'm excited for that.
Well, you know what I
Is
have
it rude to wear white to? Okay, this is the question.
Don't say it.
I didn't want to
think-
text the bride and groom, and I also don't want to just show up unannounced wearing this. Is it? I know a woman.
The answer is already no.
I know it's taboo. Now, Man Mafia, chime in.
You wear a white wedding dress to
No,
Marty's
I'm
wedding?
I want to wear white. I want to wear a white tuxedo jacket and
No,
black pants.
No, absolutely not.
But I know a woman can't wear white, but is it man not allowed to wear a white jacket
First of
if it's
all-
a black tie wedding?
First of all, you're not a man.
I'm saying. And it's like, what is considered a blazer?
So,
What is
first of all,
what
I
is
know
a
exactly
blazer?
what you are doing.
It's bedazzled.
I know exactly.
I show up in the mother of the bride geesh. And
I know
winter white.
You're calming the inner lady down. I know exactly what you're doing. Now, what's it look like? Well, first of all, is Marty wearing white? I could
don't
see
know.
him in a white.
I can see him wearing a white
No,
jacket.
I don't think he should wear white. Like, I don't think there's ever a circumstance where white is like a okay thing to wear at a
Okay,
wedding.
so I'm not. So I prepared for
Especially
this.
with that. Imagine Marty's mother.
Oh no, I forgot about Jerry Black.
Jerry's gonna come after your ass if you show up and try and usurp the spotlight from her son.
I'm gonna bring it as a backup, and then like at the temperature
Outfit change
at the rehearsal dinner. I'm gonna get like it's the temperature check.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I have it. If I don't use it there, I'm gonna use it on my big day, my wedding day that I'm throwing for myself.
Yeah. Oh God, the fucking party.
So I'm gonna wear it for Poppy's birthday party.
Did you already buy it?
I have it. Yeah.
And it's bedazzled.
No, it's just an
Not yet.
ivory tuxedo jacket and black tuxedo pants.
You're wearing like a groomsman jacket at a black wedding. An ivory jacket
Speaking of black weddings, I am having a Soul Train line.
at Poppy's
Yeah.
birthday.
Yeah. We need to line up on each
That's
side
great.
outside the dance floor.
Sean, he's having his birthday for his father, which is just a wedding. It's his 70th birthday, big deal. He was showing me the plans. It's just like a little venue, like where someone would have a prom or something. It's like a nice venue. And he showed me plans and there's like a couch and two chairs. I'm like, what's this? He's like, that's the VIP section. I go, the what?
I'm
There's a VIP section with
stage-
bottles and fucking in like an Elks Lodge. It's the greatest
It's not
thing.
an Elks Lodge. It's a beautiful.
That was no shit. I don't know what to compare it to, but the VIP is. Does Poppy know about this?
No.
You're gonna have him escorted and then have security punch his friends away when they go to say hi to him.
This is not the. This is the. It's like it's a 70s kind of like disco vibe.
Disco,
It's
yeah.
gonna be like a lounge area, just to kind of hang and like
Blow lines at.
smoke and drink. Drink mint juleps or what was
mint
it?
julep,
What was the
mint
drink that everyone? The grasshoppers, drinking grasshoppers
a
and
Polynesian pearl.
yeah.
Very good. What's the theme for the drinks? Is there a theme for
It's
the?
martini. It's martini.
It's
themed,
70s.
70s, yeah, disco.
When do you think Poppy used to do back in the day?
No,
No. Yeah.
my mom did. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, that's very exciting. I will be in Wyoming, which we'll talk more about.
Are
on
you
Friday.
lying?
No, I'm going there.
You kept saying like you're making the trip. Did you book the trip?
I booked the trip. It is going to be everything that I've ever dreamed of and more.
How
on
do
a
you get
ski
to
trip.
Wyoming?
Direct flight from Newark, that's half the reason.
What
I did it.
airline?
United. Yep.
Are you going to be a Polaris queen, Mama?
Well, no, actually, the plane is actually small going out there, so I'm like worried.
It
about
has to be because those mountains will eat the plane right up.
It's at like the elevation of this fucking thing. Like it's around like
Are you
10,000
going to text Jeffree
feet.
Star?
I should text JS.
Text him or go over to your store.
JS.
He has a makeup
Yeah.
and meat store there.
You would actually be very happy with the hotel I picked. Right at the base of the mountain, 5-star, gorgeous ski on, ski off, ski valet. They got car service picking me up, dropping me off. They got my lift tickets, my boot. They got everything.
I just stayed at the base of Sean's cock.
Is your girlfriend gonna listen to this episode, Sean?
I might have to tell her to now.
Yeah.
So I know it's triggering for you when you find out that Sean has a girlfriend.
Is Viking Vrabel the same age as me?
Is what?
Is Vrabel the same age as me? Can you look up Sean?
Vrabel, I think he's probably late 40s. You're
That's
not. Yeah, he's older than you.
Oh.
No. Yeah, you're 79. I don't know why. Why is that piece of information Joey's birth year in my brain? I have no idea.
You're
He's
obsessed with me.
79. Go to just an image search on Mike Vrabel, please. And I'm gonna have you add some words to the end, if you don't mind.
Would you
Kind
let
of
him? Would you let
expecting
him coach your pussy?
Coach my pussy.
Yeah, like show like. Teach. Would you let?
So
Would you? Let,
would you let him? Would you let
give
him
you a
coach
bottoming
you?
lesson? Like, would you let like if you had to take a baseball bat up your ass? Would you let him like be the one to like
Him or
your hype
Gerard
man,
Mayo?
your hype man to like help you like breathe through and like
Yeah.
your coach.
boy. That's a good boy.
I don't think so. Now after hearing that,
Should we FaceTime Will Compton and ask if he's ever seen his cock?
Yeah. Do you have his number? No.
FaceTime Will Compton. I don't have it.
Could you type in on the back side of Mike Vrabel, get rid of age,
and you want me to put
Right.
and just put in cock, if you don't mind? Or yeah, we'll do that, or do leak.
No cock.
Just straight.
We don't want the cock leaking just yet.
Right.
Oh.
Oh.
Down one?
Oh, there's nothing there.
Come on, that stretch. Sean, don't act like you.
This one?
Yeah, let's see what
There's
we
nothing
got.
even there.
Now, Sean's
Which
got-
queen? Which queen screen grabbed this and made a GIF out of it?
Sean's got an elite pinch and grab, which means he's pinch and zoom. Scroll down a little. Okay, I guess you can type in leak on Reddit. Oh no, you have to get rid of. Well, I mean, listen. I'm happy that he's part of the team, regardless of whether or not we.
Do you think he's going to bring us back to A1 status?
We have a lot of room for improvement. So what were we 4 and something? We finished the season. Drake May. You see that John Gruden clip where he's talking about Drake May with Dave? He goes, Drake May is that guy, and Dave's face lights up. I think we're on the upward slide here. But I
miss
Vrabel.
Dave. Should I text him? He has a new phone number.
He sent it to you on WhatsApp.
No, he didn't tell me. He didn't give me the new phone number, but
You heard through the grapevine.
he emailed, said I have a new number,
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was like a little while.
but he
ago.
didn't give me the new number.
He did.
He did?
I'm sure it was in the email. Dude, why don't we just say it out? The number is
I want to talk to him.
about.
Nothing. I don't want to talk about anything
You
serious.
just
but
want to say hi.
No, I wanted to say hi, but I wanted to. And there's things I like. It's like newsworthy topics. I wanted to like.
You just want to. You want him to call. You
I
want him
want
to
to
third chair
Kiki.
the show.
I just want to Kiki. I haven't seen her in a long time.
Next time he's here, I bet he would do the show.
I know
We ask
he
him
would.
to come in and just kick it.
Well, I there's like things like that, like exciting things that I thought he would think were funny, and like a few things like on the internet. But I feel weird like DMing him because I know that he doesn't look at them. I know he looks at them, or he does, or maybe his assistants look at them.
I don't think he's like let's send him a meme that we think is funny guy. Like I don't.
That's
know if,
what I do.
I don't know if that's like the.
I've been
move.
doing it for a year now, and he has never replied.
How many have you?
A lot.
Does he leave? Does he see them?
Yeah,
my
he leaves
God.
me on red.
Here's something Dave would have liked to talk about. The TikTok ban. You hear about this shit? What's going on? So
I am
go ahead.
indifferent.
You don't give a shit.
I'm excited.
Oh,
that
I think we got it. Oh,
I'm excited that's going away because
One less thing.
it's one less thing I have to post on.
That's facts. Let me just say exactly what's happening. So last year, Congress passed a law that basically forces the parent company of TikTok to sell to a United States company because the government says it's this national security threat that a Chinese company owns social media, aka they're spying on us. This is going to go into effect allegedly on January 19th if nothing happens.
No, I got that confused with Juneteenth.
Correct. Now, my point of all this is even if China is spying, who gives a fuck? I don't care if anyone's like looking at my, what are they going to get from my phone?
Your bank
Collegiate Wrestler
information?
Explore page? What?
Your bank information?
Take it.
I don't know what it is, but like, is that why? Because they think they're spying on the citizens or spying on their
They think
government?
they think that they're spying on the citizens.
And what do they?
Every single company spies on
That's
citizens.
like the balloon, the Chinese balloon that came over.
Yes, but you know when you go on your website and you say you have to allow, accept, or customize cookies, that's what happens in the United States. People, when you download an app on your phone, they have all the information, all your demographic information, where you live, sometimes where you go. They can track your phone where you go,
And is
they
this
use
the
that.
only foreign app that we have in the United States? Is that?
No, this
So
is
why
the-
isn't every other app being attacked? Like, why isn't like?
This is the only one with 170 million users, and the only one that people are fully like addicted to, and the only one that's technically run by a country that is an enemy of the state.
I think that this
hostile
is
towards the state.
I think what this is the government
Here we go.
is no. I'm not to get political, but I think that they see how much money they're making, and how much money and traffic and everything that they're getting, and it's creating an economical boost maybe for China in a way. So like they're getting all the benefits from our citizens. Do you know what I mean? Like they're getting the revenue,
TikTok shop.
things, all the TikTok shop, and all the money these creators are making and
Yeah.
stuff. I think it's like there's so much money being exchanged and so much revenue being fucking revenated.
Yes.
If I may, ladies, if I may, being revenated, and that's why the U.S. is like fuck no. This, especially with Trump's whole thing, he's all pro-America, wants all the money here.
Gulf of America.
Us first, put your own mask on before you help everyone else's. I think that's Trump's message.
Well, he went to the Supreme Court and said, which is insane. Like, whatever. He went to the Supreme Court and said, let's just push this until after I'm inaugurated and we'll find a quote political resolution to this. I just don't understand, like you said.
I trust that he would find the good
yeah,
resolution.
but I just don't understand why if every single company
He's a
in the
deal
United
maker,
States
and he has us in the best interest. I think he could figure out a way to like have the best of both worlds. If anyone could do it, I think he could.
Yeah.
I mean, there's certain things that he's horrible at, but I think deals and business and shit like that. I think coming out with a deal with that, I think he can figure it out.
I just, like I said, I just don't understand how if every app on the internet and on your phone is selling your data, why is it different when it's TikTok? Because it's a Chinese company. Are we standing up for China right now? Am I standing on business?
I think so, but that xenophobic shit I think was that's like Trump's not even here and it's still happening.
Yeah. What do you think?
So I don't think it's that. I think it's. What do you think about it? Do you think
I want to see them? Obviously, I want TikTok to stay. It's huge. It's a huge part of the Barstool Sports business, and I think it will stay. It's too big to fail. Essentially, what do you think?
Isn't the guy from Shark Tank want to buy it?
Kevin O'Leary was crowdsourcing people to buy it, but
Yeah.
they're saying it's going to be worth $400 billion.
$400
Billion. No one has $400 billion.
No.
So they're trying to do this thing where they essentially allow super rich people to pool all their money together to buy TikTok.
But then even if they get rid of TikTok, there's just going to be something else that takes its place.
Right.
Yeah, I think
They're an innovative people.
Yeah. But then, so you're saying like China would make a new app?
China already has another app that's like ready to replace it. And also this would just be shut down in the United States. So TikTok is still up and running in every other country.
So what, like if you have like a US phone, like you just can't download it?
Yeah,
It's not
I think
available
so.
on the App Store?
Which is scary to think that they have the power to just, the government just go, nope.
Well, they're
they
saying
can do
that in the
to
U.S. They're
400
not
million
gonna, it'll
phones.
still be on your phone. They're saying like all the people like freaking out on TikTok. It'll still be on your phone, but the App Store you won't be able to download it if you're not on it already. And second of all, no updates will happen. So eventually, and the app updates every like twice a week, like all new bug fixes every twice a week. So by the end of like the month, it'll be obsolete and unusable because all the technology it'll just crash on your phone and it won't work because there's no bug fixes. So it's not gonna go black. It's not gonna be off your phone like, oh my god, where's the button? Yeah. It'll just be unworkable.
Now, Sean, you went black once, right? We have Dorinda Medley on the show today.
My long lost sister.
You two are thick as thieves. Bluestone Manor.
Yes, Bluestone Manor. I was her makeup artist. I was her confidant.
Yes.
She stepped up after my late mother's passing.
Yes.
We were very close. We were nosy neighbors together.
Upper East Side. Ladies who lunch.
We would do scams on Madison Avenue.
Yes.
She
would lay out the blanket. You'd put the purses down.
We would do luxury boutique scams on the Upper East Side.
Oh, I do remember this now. That's right.
We don't talk about it on the show, but
let's just say that Mac discount got worked.
Yes, Mama. She is she's on the Traitors. I love that show. I'm so pissed that it got too big. I'm not too big, but I figured, I was gonna, maybe eventually to have podcast hosts on there, not just reality stars. I think there should be more opportunities for podcast hosts in the
reality space.
In the reality space, or just any kind of space. I want a game show space.
Yeah,
anything like that. But I was pissed I couldn't be on the show because Traitors is one of my favorite shows. It is. I don't understand a lot, and I get confused a lot. That's one show that I can follow and like understand what's happening.
Yeah, it's great.
It's a game of backstab. It's a game of poker face.
Deceit.
It's a game of you have to a game of drag
trickery and tomfoolery.
Bob
the drag queen was on it.
Tomfoolery. Tom Sandoval's as well.
Yes, it was great. It's on Peacock on NBC. We catch up with Dorinda right here. This is my first time meeting her. She's everything that you promised and more.
What are you doing here without Dorinda?
And on that note, we are going to toss to Ms. Dorinda Medley. Enjoy. Out and About is sponsored by BetterHelp. Every January brings you 365 blank pages waiting to be filled. In 2025, maybe you're ready for a plot twist, or maybe there's a part of your story you've been wanting to revise. Life isn't about resolutions that fade by February. It's about picking up the pen and becoming the author of your own life, Joey.
That's right. New books. Think of therapy as your editorial partner, helping you write new chapters, create meaningful stories that you deserve to live.
Oh, I love that. I love that metaphor.
Yeah, that's what, you know what? It's a new chapter. Sometimes it's even a new novel, a new book. I mean, you can write your new destiny. Every day is a fresh start, a fresh page.
Absolutely. And the thing about therapy, we've said it 1,000 times, is that it's so good to take care of yourself, and it's such a treat, such a way to experience and explore self-care. We highly, highly, highly recommend it. And like we say every time we talk about BetterHelp, the best part is it's fully online. It makes therapy very affordable, convenient, and it serves over 5 million people worldwide. And you're also provided access to a diverse network of more than 30,000 credentialed therapists with a wide range of specialties.
That's right. So write your story with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/outandAbout today and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, BetterHelp.com/outandAbout for 10% off your first month at BetterHelp.
Yeah. All right. Well, we are here with our queen, Joey's old friend, Ms. Dorinda Medley. Thank you so much
Welcome to the
for
show, Ms.
joining
Medley.
us.
Yes, well, yes, we're back together. Joey and I used to be neighbors.
We used to be neighbors. Our bedroom,
like close to you.
Oh,
because
our
it's
bedroom
that-
windows
you
used
can
to-
swing it back, whatever makes you comfortable. Yeah.
we used to be neighbors on the Upper East Side, and our bedroom windows used to face each other. She was in a shitty little walk up. I was in a high rise.
Yes.
Exactly.
And yeah, we met, and we met 10, 12 years ago.
Yes,
Oh my God, I was
How?
doing your makeup. I was doing your makeup.
that's right.
Who did your makeup today? Was it the girl or the gay?
The gay.
He had a
Isn't
headlamp
it-
on.
Yeah, she was all. One more photo.
Yes.
Isn't
Not
he,
bad.
Isn't
It's
he
not
good?
bad. Mm-hmm.
He's good. Yes, I
He's
love
good.
my Nico. He's fantastic.
You look beautiful.
Yeah, well, you've certainly come a long way here. They told me there was going to be two guys here, and one of them will know the shade of your lipstick. I'm like, oh, well.
And you thought it was me. Who was going to shit?
I thought they briefed you. I thought that's why you wanted to come on. I didn't think you were going to do our podcast if you didn't know that you knew someone.
I just follow NBC.
Big time.
I'm not really particular, but I mean, if someone wants me on their podcast, I'll go on their podcast.
Yeah.
Like, you know me. I'm pretty accessible.
Very accessible.
Well, do you want to break down the look, Joey? I mean, you look stunning.
Oh,
I mean,
okay, break down
Did
the
you have a
look.
spray tan?
I had a little bit of a spray tan.
I love
yeah.
the spray tan she's wearing.
I did a bronzed, sugar and bronzed. They're amazing.
Oh, they are good.
They are thorough, a professional, great.
Yeah.
But I never do a heavy spray tan.
Yeah.
I just do the glow.
Yeah. You don't want to get charged with brown face.
No.
Wait, are you still on the Upper East Side? Back
in-
at the old hacienda?
I'm in the same place.
You took a hiatus
I
for
regret-
influencer scam for a year.
Yeah, I literally
In a building in Midtown.
I literally was out for a year to renovate it.
Yeah.
I lived at that place, the Orion, which
Yeah.
was great. Do you know that was the first time since that I rented. I rented when I first came back from London, and then since then I bought that place and then
I remember it well.
sold that place.
The Upper East Side one.
And the same day I sold it, I went down to the other side of the building and bought another apartment and
in the same
renovated
building.
it. Yeah,
Oh, so you're in the same building now?
Yeah,
but
just
different
different
apartments. Oh.
because you know those apartments have gone crazy in price.
Oh, yeah.
Everything in New York is just, and I bought that apartment a week after 9/11.
Oh, my God.
So it was like, I mean, they were basically not giving them away, but
strike
literally
while the market's hot.
nobody. And I remember after buying it thinking, what have I done? Because New York is over. People, my father was like, you're going to buy an apartment now in New York City when it's done? I'm like, oh my God.
It'll be
Just
back.
wait and see.
Yeah.
It'll be back. I remember I found memories of that apartment. You had Jimi Hendrix picture up. Remember?
I still have them.
Did
up.
you? And I remember
the
your
Peter
headboard.
Beard.
I remember your embroidered jacquard headboard.
Yeah, don't have that anymore.
Well, she
We
upgraded.
retired that.
I remember it well.
You know, we can't keep a headboard for too long. It's got too many memories.
Yeah.
It's seen too many things.
It's too many handcuff marks.
It's got too many.
Unfortunately, I don't think my headboard had enough memories, but we did let it go.
So you were doing just makeup here and there for Dorinda.
For when she first got on Bravo, yeah.
Yes.
I was doing makeup.
And you were doing makeup. Are you still doing makeup with Snooki?
yeah, I still do that.
How is Snooki
She's
doing?
good. We have a podcast as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's so we've been
She's
doing
all
that.
grown up now.
All grown up, 3 kids, 4 stores. She's an entrepreneur. She has stores
Good
everywhere
for
at the
her.
Snooki shop. Yeah, where she's doing fabulous. Yeah. Still as close as ever.
They literally, a couple of them really turned that into a great business.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. you're
What
too
was the
smart
other
with
girl's
it.
name? The smart.
J-Wow.
Yeah. How is she?
Yeah, she's good too. She's had a movie. She's made a horror film.
Wow.
Yeah.
And is she married with kids?
She's divorced with kids.
And
Yeah.
Snooki's with the same person.
Same guy, yeah. Little meatball family.
Yes, I love that.
Yes. Are you?
You
singing?
seem very observant. You seem like not like the old Joey. You're much more.
Well, I was on drugs.
Oh,
then.
I like I like this. Let's talk about the old
Oh.
Joey, shall we?
Well, I was messy. I had roommates and I was drinking all the time, and
Yeah.
a hypochondriac. Remember I had that cancer scare and I thought I was dying?
Yes.
You talked me off a ledge.
You
to the
brought,
wine bar.
you brought to the
I
office.
did. That's
you brought your health scare to the
right.
No,
office.
we met. There's a wine bar downstairs from our house, and we used to meet there for crisis when I was in a crisis, and we would just. She would talk me off a ledge because like this is right after my mother passed, and you were that such a motherly figure for me, as still as a friend, but it was a time when I really needed like a smart opinion of a slap in the face of reality, and you gave that for me.
Thank good. I'm glad.
Yeah. How's Hannah, her daughter?
Hannah is great. She's at Harvard getting her PhD.
Oh.
Wow.
So we're happy.
Casual.
We
Lord.
just saw her. She's in town. She comes
Okay.
and visits me. You know I love my Hannah.
Yes. How cute.
She's good. She's very settled in what she's doing. Listen, it's never a straight line with kids. We had a little phase there where she was a barista and she was going to do all that. And then
finding herself.
we
Yes.
found ourselves and went back to Harvard and got our PhD. So
There
that
you go.
was,
Man, talk about a turnaround.
You were gonna go back to Harvard.
Yeah, I was going to go back to Harvard as well. I was actually working in the cafeteria.
what I love about that, when I tell people that, this is a true story. Just recently this happened. I was telling one woman in that very Upper East Side way, you know how they say something with a smile on their face. So you think they're complimenting you, but they're really ripping your throat out. She said to me, so how is beautiful Hannah doing? Smiling. I said, Hannah's doing great. What's she up to now? I said, well, she's at Harvard getting her PhD. She goes, oh, how did that happen?
Yeah. It's a southern equivalent of bless your
like,
heart.
Well, let me tell you, bitch. Here's how
I'm pretty smart, okay?
Yeah. Good genetics. That's how it happened. Exactly.
There we go.
That's crazy.
Have you been picking up on the news? At local ongoings. What do you think about the Luigi scandal? Luigi Mangione.
That was
Crazy.
the craziest thing. I was driving up to the Berkshires when it happened. It just was all so movie.
Yeah.
Like something
right?
out of a movie.
Well, she's
that
a riddle
Mission-
queen. It was
Yes.
we call her a
Right?
Riddler queen.
Yes, she's leaving little Monopoly money in the backpack and,
And
all this.
so executed in such a way that he knew they were going to find it and respond to it exactly the same way. The part that throws me is the getting caught in McDonald's.
Exactly.
Right?
That part, after being so well planned, having the getaway done so perfectly.
Yeah.
Citibank bike, Monopoly money,
Leave the
left
country.
the gas in a damn McDonald's. Someone
he was
says,
free-
take your
he
picture.
wanted a
And what
McFlurry.
did they do? Someone said, can I take a picture of you?
No,
or something?
someone was eating and they said, "Oh, that looks like that queen that killed someone." Thing. So then, the worker overheard it and called the police.
Yeah, it was like 4 old
The
men who get
whistleblower.
their coffee there all the time. They,
I
like,
mean,
found
get
them.
DoorDash.
Right.
Exactly.
That is what threw me. And I would have gone, Philadelphia? It's like 10 minutes away. I mean,
Yeah.
why didn't you just take off?
Yeah. Go to.
I
go
think
to
he
Italy.
wanted to get caught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now
It's not a
he's in
guilt
the
to
same
live with.
prison as
As
Diddy.
Diddy, which is another
And he's
rabbit
jealous.
hole I can't get out of.
Yeah, he's throwing a fit. Diddy's throwing a fit that
Really?
he's not that Luigi's getting all the attention.
Yep.
And
Is that true?
It's true.
Yes,
It's on Daily Mail.
It's on Daily Mail
Diddy's
today.
so upset that there's another celebrity, and because the prisoners all have stories where they can relate. It's like this person got screwed over by healthcare. This
Yes.
person, so they're being nice to him. But Diddy, they're not being nice to because Diddy's got much more of a. I guess they're both nefarious records. but
Yes.
His
Well,
papers
that's
aren't
the
lined up.
problem with this guy. He looks so damn lovable, right?
Yeah.
He's hot.
You can't put the pieces together. But we kind of started to put the pieces together when he was screaming, and then when they were bringing
Yeah.
him to jail, like, oh, okay, you're a little nutty.
Well, I think he was just
That
like
ruined
setting
it
the
for me.
tone for the documentary.
yeah.
I was like, oh,
Well,
mouth
the
closed.
killing of the
Right.
family man kind of ruined it for us.
Yeah.
But then it became real. Then you're like, oh, this guy's crazy.
Yeah. I think he was just
Poor family.
Yeah,
That's what I
right.
think. His poor family. Because I don't know. Who knows what goes on behind closed doors. But they look like that family you admired.
Yeah.
And it's not like he came from some, like terrible situation.
Healthcare.
They had money.
He came
like,
from healthcare.
Yeah.
For
I think
the
it's middle
elderly.
child syndrome. You're screaming for the attention.
The grandmother had all this money too. The grandmother left him like $30 million. It was like
What?
a big thing. Oh yeah, it was a big thing. She had all this money. I think she
What?
was like a landlord of all these buildings.
There's
Whatever.
got to be some sort of mental illness there
Has to be.
that they miss. But let me ask you something, right? So let me ask you something. What was the? I'm still not sure what was the purpose?
I don't know. I think she just wanted to be, I'm speaking of Luigi, just wanted to be in the spotlight. You know what I mean? I think
He
it
was
could be-
fed up. His whole thing was he was upset with the care that I guess he got when he had a back injury. And so his back got screwed up, and then he had a surgery, which I guess didn't
Wait
go
till you're
well.
46.
So he was
trying
in
to get
all
up from a
this
chair.
pain, and the health company was jerking him around. And so,
But do you know what the sad thing is? He solved nothing by killing this
Right.
man and ruining his family and ruining his kids' future. He solved nothing.
yep.
Nothing's changing.
Well,
that's the show for today, everyone. Thanks.
Well, if anyone knows how to catch
Yeah.
a murderer, it's Dorinda Medley on Traitors.
That's right.
That's
We
a
gotta
tough
talk
segue.
about that. Hell
But
of a segue.
Traitors, boy, I went in strong. I went in with, if you saw my outfits, you would have been very
I
appreciative.
saw some. I got some of the screeners, so I did see some of them.
Yes, well, that was only a
and
small.
the first time I saw it, I thought of you immediately. I said you should have been on the first season. I mean, it took a lot of to getting to where the show is right now, but that had you written all over it, and I'm so happy that. I guess because I'm so used to spending time with you at Bluestone Manor, so it's like it feels very much at home. But that I knew that you'd be perfect for it because you just have that kind of like. That personality, like a cunning personality. That's like you're straight faced all the time, but you never know what's going on with in the background with you. You know what I mean?
You think that's true?
In a way,
I don't think
not
that is true
calculated.
about me. I think I wear everything on my sleeve.
Not calculated, but I think that
Yeah.
you're wise beyond your years, and I think that people
Well, thank
you're
you.
very smart, and that you've lived so many lives. I want to say it that way. So there's a
That
lot
I
behind the
have.
scenes that people don't know off face value. You lived all over the world.
You know, it's so funny. I was thinking about that the other day because I turned 60 in December,
Happy birthday.
which is, always a marker,
Yeah.
right? And I was saying, how do I feel about it? How do I feel about it? And this is not like for a Hallmark card. I'm really okay with it. I feel like I've checked a lot of the boxes.
Absolutely.
Like if someone, if you talk about me, you could say I kind of saw it and did it all.
Mhm.
The husbands, the traveling, raised a beautiful kid, feel like I've had a lot of fun, shed enough tears. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been happy, been sad, tried it, succeeded, tried it, didn't succeed. Like we're good.
You're
Yeah.
happy where you're at.
We're good. Yes. And I feel like too, it's such a handy over period because now I can kind of say, everybody seems to be okay. Like I can finally really just kind of selfishly do me.
Yeah.
I've been in such a recovery mode ever since Richard died and then starting the Housewives that I think in my mind, I was doing catch up for the loss.
Yeah.
And I think I kind of caught up. We're good.
I agree. I think I think you've accomplished a lot, and you consistently have a positive outlook and always the life of the party, and everyone looks forward to seeing you.
Well,
so.
thank you, Joey. That's nice.
Did you catch? Let's get into some Bravo reality. Did you catch the new reboot of RHONY?
Of course I have.
What are your
Yes,
thoughts
here we
on
go.
the recast?
Well, I just did a whole podcast with Alex Baskin about that.
Okay.
And Hot Mike. Listen, this is the perfect question for an old housewife about the new housewife, right? And of course, it's a difficult question because you don't want to say anything mean about it. But you have to remember, and you don't have to say anything mean, but people want to catch you out on it. So
Right.
this is my honest response, and I said it to Alex.
They're
when
all
he-
cunts. No, joke.
No, because I don't think they are. I think the crown is heavy.
Yeah.
I think that, it was very abrupt. I said this and for the audience that there's a lot of nostalgia with the Housewives
And
of
it was
New
the
York.
first time they really did a full
It
chest
was
reshape.
now
Yeah.
you see them, now you don't. This
Right.
is what you get. Take it or leave it. And I think there's been there's a lot of mourning over it and a lot of comparing. But the truth of the matter is there's not really comparing because it's not like they didn't say, we're not having you, we've chosen them. They decided to get rid of one and start a whole new one.
Yeah.
So here we are. It's a totally different game. It's a totally different woman. But the truth of the matter is the women that people grew up with, that's not a New York woman anymore. Right. And I think there is, for me, having a daughter that's in her 30s, I look at them and think, oh, is that how people are raising their kids now? Is this people are working, people are raising their kids, juggling careers? I even dare to say the marriages are more equal. I come from an era when you got married, you were a wife and a mother, and you I didn't work raising Hannah. I ran D-Cell Cashmere. I did aerobics. But my focus was my husband and my kids. And now these women. They're very stylish.
Yes.
They're
Jenna
very
Lyons
put
is my
together.
favorite.
Yeah.
Oh, I love her.
And it's interesting to see. Well, what's interesting is she's more our age,
Yeah.
Jen Lyons. So I think she actually would have done well on our cast.
Yeah, I think so too.
Right?
Mhm.
But I'm very interested in seeing how these women live in New York. They don't live on the Upper East Side.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Downtown.
Yeah, they're
they're-
downtown.
I don't even know what it looks like to raise a child downtown. I mean, I don't go to downtown. You know what I mean?
Right.
Then they're going out metropolitan. I mean, yeah.
So they've had it, I think it's not been easy on them. So that banter of going back and forth, what do you think of them? Do you think they're great? I think the crown is heavy.
Yeah. It's hard to take over.
I
something.
think, and I may get in trouble saying this, I think it was very hard for them to call it the Housewives of New York because people feel like they know what that looks like and they like that formula. It would have been really great if they called it the Girls of New York City or something like that.
Yeah.
Something.
Do you think they should have done? Do you think some of the people from your cast would have preferred that? Do you think there's?
I don't think it's about the girls from our cast because I know people aren't going to believe this, but a lot of the girls from my cast, they're kind of all settled in. Ramona's very happy, living her best life in Palm Beach. Luann is, cabareting it all across the world.
She's been in the hot seat before. We love
Yeah.
One
we
song
love
at a
Luann.
time, loving it.
Yep.
I feel like I'm pretty, I don't sit around and be like, oh my God, I wish I were on the Housewives. We did it. It was great.
Yeah.
Our kids were at the right age to do it. Our lives we're not even, a lot of us we come and go from New York. We were seated and grounded in New York at that time because our kids were here. Our life was here. Our social life was here. But I do think that if they had given it maybe a slightly different title, it would allow them an easier entree.
Yeah, so they feel like they're failing at
Too much
starting.
comparison.
Yeah, it's
Right.
nothing of the sort.
Yeah.
We got a ton of listener questions that we'll get to at the end, but because we're talking
But
about
do you
it
agree
now-
with me on
Yeah,
that?
no, 100%.
Because
it's
I
a
feel-
totally different show. It's not like what it was. And back when they were doing the major cities, New York was expected to be Ladies Who Lunch and charity events and
That's
and
it.
Barney's
Upper East Side, Upper East Side,
Bergdorf.
Upside, where you're eating, where you're shopping, who you're knowing. Where would Harry Dubin fit into a show like this?
Right,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? And there were the Harry Dubins of the
Yeah.
Upper East Side that were real characters.
They're
Yeah.
probably trying to get a younger audience too, I think, right? Like they're trying to
Yeah.
capture with younger New York.
More relatable. I
assume.
think a little bit more relatable in a way as well.
Yeah.
And I do
accessible.
like that. I like the fact that we're seeing how Cy lives in Brooklyn and
Right.
downtown in Tribeca and this one this year.
Mhm.
That's going to be my daughter.
I think Sex and the City reboot had something to do with it. How they're showing that new, young and everything goes kind of thing where they're living in Brooklyn and they're doing podcasting and there's
It's just modern.
lesbianism and families and all those things going on. I think that they saw how the reboot kind of picked up from there. I think maybe took a nod from there. If I had to write something down.
Do you have any favorites from the new cast? That was a question we got 1,000
Favorites
times.
from I don't really know any of them that
Yeah.
well. Again, they're not much older than my daughter, so
Right.
you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Her booth at BravoCon
but-
was not next to one of
But
theirs.
but I think I've met Brynn a couple times. She's very sweet,
Bubbly.
Aaron, I think, is really
Beautiful
got it.
gowns.
Yeah, yes,
Beautiful
Brynn,
gowns.
and boy, the figure for it, the
Yeah.
figure and
Oh,
the
yeah.
height. I
Yeah,
mean, she
she's
knows how to wear a
beautiful.
gown. I think Aaron's like a real New Yorker.
Yeah.
And I love a real New Yorker. For me, she is sort of like that real New Yorker.
Yeah, she's nice. I've met her. She's very, very that. Has
Yeah,
cool,
right?
She has a cool, naturally
Confident.
cool aura about her.
Yep.
You met her at a party we were at.
Yep.
And then Jen Lyons, we've all been around a
Iconic,
long
yeah.
time.
Yeah. How was the filming? Obviously, it's a completely different type of show from Housewives to Traitors, but going into Traitors, what were your expectations and were they different from what it turned out to
Well,
be?
I in retrospect, I probably over prepared
Yeah.
because
Studying the cast.
no, we didn't even know
No,
what the
oh, you
cast
go
was.
in
blind.
Yeah.
That's right.
They don't. There. One thing that is 100% true. They are secretive.
They keep it
It
back
is
to
a
NBC.
great
It's
cast,
a
by the
secret.
way.
I mean, to the point where I was worried about doing press for the first time because I'm like, what can I say? What can I not say? Don't say this. Don't say that. You know what I mean?
Some bitch that I hate's going to be there.
But
We're talking about Tom Sandoval.
Yeah.
Tom was. It's so funny when I saw Tom. I wasn't overly invested in the Vanderpump Rules thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, I was
You got your
I
own
was an
stuff
adult in
going.
the 80s. People
Yeah.
were cheating on each other
Yeah.
all the time. So I wasn't that invested in it. But he kind of is what you'd imagine him to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Was there anyone on the cast that surprised you? Who you met? Who you maybe went in and were
The survivors.
All the survivors.
Yeah.
In what way? Like Boston Rob was on there. I know.
Not even anyone individually, just collectively. That is a whole different breed of person.
And that's what invented this game. Of
These
backstabbing
people
and
are
shade.
gamers. I mean, and they are willing to do it all. You have to eat worms for 10 days? No problem. You have to, live in a vat of boiling oil? No problem. You need to be naked living in a vat of boiling water with dead rats? No problem. I mean, they're real.
And they have to keep a poker face the entire time because the whole, you know how Survivor is. You just have to, you're constantly lying and deceiving until the very last minute. So that's, I think that's why there's always so many cast members on there, because this is the perfect game for them.
And they with everything, I'm in it for the fashion,
Yes. Oh, it's so good.
So I'm in it for the fashion, and these people, they are in it
to win it.
Yeah. She just wants to wear a tartan blazer.
I did. Yeah. I was like, I have my old Vivian Westwood hair. I have to break that shit out. And I lost weight to fit into that little jacket.
I think it's fun. If you ever watch Traitors, it's one of my favorite shows
right now.
Peacock.
It's out. It's fabulous.
It is. I'm going to ask you like this. As a viewer, what I've noticed is, and I think how I would be, how there's usually about 2 or 3 people from the same franchise in the show. There'll be some Survivors, some Housewives, a couple of people from Bachelor, all this stuff like that. Is it kind of prison rules when you first get there where you stick with your own? Like you and Loris would go automatically and then hang out. The Survivors.
There's no hanging out. You film, then you are not allowed to speak to each other.
How long is the entire filming? It's done.
Well, 6 years.
Yeah, depending on how long you last, it can be 2 weeks to 3 weeks. But there's no fraternizing outside of filming hours. There's no interaction.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Really?
You're just raw dogging it.
No, you are in your room, and if you need something, you
original
knock
reality
on the door.
Rules apply. Jersey Shore rules apply,
which I think is amazing. And to go back to your original question, that I didn't really take on what that meant.
Yeah.
Because what you don't realize, and I don't realize it until you're in it, what silence feels like. We haven't had silence since the cell phone started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're interacting even when you're not interacting in these days. So to not have a phone, not to have any access to anyone, you can't even open your door up and look down the hallway.
To see if
you're just not. If you need something, you got to knock on the door, and the person comes and says,
I can't believe they're still
need?
doing that. So with such seasoned people, I mean, back in the day when
it's smart.
When Nicole was doing the show, then when it first started, they were their first season on the show. They would have living conditions, but I think there's such seasoned people and adults and acclaimed people.
Yeah, and everyone's
No, and I'm going to be honest with you. If I was allowed to socialize and fraternize and tell secrets, I would have done it. So they're right. I feel like, hey, listen,
you and Bob the drag queen would be drinking martinis.
Bob the drag queen.
Drinking martinis.
Gabby Wendy. To say anything, but don't promise me you won't say anything.
Yeah.
So they're right, because I would be the blabbermouth.
People are drinking on the show, right?
Think so. Oh no,
there's
they don't.
no alcohol at all. Oh, that's like the secret sauce.
Maybe after a thing, you're allowed to have a glass of wine, but you're so tired and you're so exhausted, you just.
That's so impressive and so interesting. I knew I love the show, and I guess that's why the proof is in the pudding. If you put all that work in and all the things behind the scenes, you don't realize that's why it's so successful and so captivating.
Well, and Alan Cummings is so incredible and believable and perfect for the role. So he sets a tone in the way he interacts with you, in the way he dresses. I mean, you really truly, because it's a bit of a mind game. You really truly believe by the end of it, he lives there. Yeah. Like you believe he's hawking in the morning with you know what I mean?
He's a method actor.
A modern day RuPaul.
Yeah.
Some are calling him.
He's so impressive.
How was the Lord?
Lord was he's a survivor.
Kiki Queen.
He's a survivor. What do you mean?
You mean the British
Lord
guy?
Ivor, yeah, Lord Ivor.
The gay one.
I think he was a survivor.
Oh,
he did the Survivor show, from what he told me anyway, where you lived on an island somewhere.
You thought breast cancer?
No.
Where he lived on an island and ate. Oh, I don't know what these survivors eat. God. That alone did.
How was Boston Rob? Did you interact with him at all?
I didn't interact with Boston. No,
he's like an original survivor.
But I did catch sight of him. But he's a scary character.
He's terrifying. I'd be so scared. Like a big tan Boston guy with a big gregarious voice. I'd be so afraid of him. Who else do we have? We had Bob the drag queen on there. Bob Harper.
I love Bob Harper.
I love him.
He's
so
one
much.
of my most favorite people.
Is he watching who everyone puts in their mouths?
You know, I love Dolores.
She's fabulous, and she's one of the classiest women.
As she really is, and I just relate to Doris. I feel a lot in common with Dolores. We're kind of tough, but we know how to be, you know.
She's in Patterson.
Yes.
She'll let you know. She'll let her Patterson show. Gabby Windy, she's been on our show.
We
a
love
lot of LGBTQ representation this season.
Yeah, even the host, Alan.
Oh yeah.
We love it. Do you want to do some listener questions? We had a ton,
sure, go ahead.
A ton of listener questions for
I'll
you.
answer what I can.
Okay, this week I'll answer what I can.
What I love about this place is it's like a frat house, isn't it?
Yeah.
I forgot how much it's like a frat house until I came back.
Yeah, cute boys everywhere.
Yeah, you must do well here, Joey.
I have a partner now.
You do?
For going on 3 years, yeah.
That's why you look so happy.
He's a younger gentleman.
Oh, he's a younger gentleman.
Yeah, he's just graduated high school.
He did not.
Where did you meet him?
We met at a bar, at a party, at a work party, and he was just, you know,
was it love at first sight?
For me, yeah.
Joey, I love that.
It's
You
very
live
sweet.
together?
No, not yet.
Okay, well, we're going
Yeah.
there. Remember, I'm an officiate, so I can always.
Oh, that's right.
I can always make the
I would
wedding
love that.
happen
I would
at
love
Bluestone Manor. A little backyard Bluestone
I miss
Manor.
Careful what you
do you
offer.
still have? Are you still making that Bluestone whiskey or brown
Yep.
drink? Can you send me a bottle?
I absolutely don't forget to text me.
I'd love to.
I'll send you a bottle of it.
Oh, and this is the peacock room blue chair. That's where I brought it
He's
for you.
been to Bluestone Manor.
I know. I'm
Do you know
jealous.
do you know that she plays a trick on me? We all get there, and it's first of all, it's beautiful. The second the lights go down, it has a spooky kind of feel to it. And her daughter told me that there's these spirits that they've lived in the house. So don't worry about them. She goes, one day we were going down the stairs, and there was a woman with her arms behind her back like this. Like at the end of the staircase. So I was like terrified and spooked. So I had to sleep in her bed one day because I thought there's ghosts.
Stop.
Yeah.
Just
Oh
to
my
scare him.
God.
He's a scaredy cat, which
Yeah.
is so.
Oh, yeah. Joey gets spooked easily. He gets clocked and spooked.
I slept in the fish room I was one of the first.
One of the first in the fish room.
You christened the fish room.
Me and Hannah dyed my beard in that bathroom. I remember.
You know, I should have brought Hannah. She
I know,
would
I
have
miss her.
loved it.
Where's she living? Is she living in London?
Cambridge.
Oh.
She's at Harvard. Did you
Oh,
miss
that's right.
that?
Sorry.
Yeah.
You can't get your Harvard PhD in
Not
London.
online. She's not going to the University of Harvard online.
You go to eat anywhere nice? You go to the North End, somewhere nice, Strager, anything when you go up there?
You know, I don't.
I think Boston's disgusting.
No, I think when I go to Boston, I'm all in with Hannah. I go literally. I barely get out of the car and she has me on mommy duty.
Yeah.
Like I'm shopping. I'm clean. I don't even clean my own house when I'm cleaning her house. I mean, there is so many chores and
Are you
things.
still with Lan?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Len,
I remember.
Len is at my house right now.
Stop. How exciting.
Can you imagine? Thanks to the beat goes
Remember the
on.
road trips up to the Berkshires?
Who's
her,
Len?
It's her right hand lady.
So Len has been with me for 19 years. I mean, here's the thing. People think that I keep Bluestone Manor so beautiful. Len runs that shit.
Yeah.
Len took off about 4 months and I was lost. I'm like, where are the sheets?
The bricks are falling off.
She does 19 years.
19
Wow.
years with me.
You must be delightful to work for. No one stays around
But
for 19 years.
Why?
She makes it nice.
You know why
Yeah.
Len and I work out? I always say this. I don't get too involved in stuff. I think, and I'm not, believe it or not, people are going to disagree, but I'm just not a control freak. Like if she wants to
Go through my purse. Go ahead, hon.
go ahead. I don't get
The pistol's in the outside
as
pocket,
long
babe.
as the house is clean and done. You want to do the linen closet a certain way, have at it.
Yeah.
She said to me one day, I'm cleaning out all your old coffee mugs, have at it. You know, I just don't have time to be. So I think it kind of gives her the sense that she's in control because she is.
I love that.
That's such a good
19 years,
mentality
can you
to
imagine?
have. 19
At the end of the
years.
day, I always say it's just going to be me and Len rambling around the halls of Bluestone
Yeah.
Manor. Len, where is my beautiful bathing cap?
like Death Becomes Her with those two ladies.
We'll get back to one of these listener questions we got. What happened with the Blonde Ambition tour
What happened with the Blonde Ambition?
with Margaret Josephs, and did the interview with Jeff Lewis really torpedo the whole thing?
No, that's not true.
Okay.
That's 100% not true. You know, it just was not selling well.
Got it.
And I just believe in business and in life, if things aren't working, just cut it. Why keep torturing yourself? I believe this, and I know people don't believe this, and that's okay too. But But I don't mix business with pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
If something's not working, I don't beat the dead horse. I find it very hard if you work with someone and they mix business with pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're going to get emotional about money, then I can't be working with you because money is the bottom line of doing things like that.
Right.
So it didn't work. And quite frankly, we didn't cancel it. City Winery canceled it. So it just happened that it was right after the Jeff Lewis thing, which wasn't great. Okay.
Right.
But it wasn't. It was a minute and then we were done and we were, we're housewives. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Right.
No one.
Clear the air.
Yeah.
Would you ever consider doing some sort of tour like now again? Some sort of speaking tour? Not like a Blonde Ambition like revival, but maybe something a little more scaled down because people love you and people want to hear from you.
I think about it all the time. I just think my next, what I love best about those things is meeting the people. It's always so fun.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I love doing press because I was just at the New York Post and I ran into like 20 people and it's fun to be. And I say NBC takes me out of the box once every 3 years. They try, and then I go on 5,000 interviews and tours and then they put me back in the box and they shut the box and give,
Yeah.
If I had my dream, one of my favorite things to do is Sirius XM, my radio show. I love it. It has taught me so much.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to do something where I had an interactive role with the audience and I could, go and just have some sort of relationship with the audience. I think I'd be very good at that. I don't know what that is.
Like a daytime talk show host.
I don't really have a huge desire anymore to do these Housewives tours.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we've had enough of that.
Mm-hmm. You're ready for the next
I don't want to
chapter,
be like the old vaudeville act that's still on stage. When I was making it nice 10 years ago, like enough, okay? No, and I love that people still love that and it'll forever be iconic.
That was a question. Tips to make it nice in 2025.
Yeah, no, and listen, I think I'll always be, but there comes a point, how much can we talk about the clip?
Beat the dead horse.
How much? We've heard the story. I'm like, I don't want to talk about it anymore. You know the story. Yeah. And I think it should stay in history and stay nostalgia. And if you still want a mug, I still sell them at Shopify.com. Go ahead and get it outside.
Shopify.
Code Out and About. Start your business today. We'll give you a clip of discount off it.
But I would love to do something because I love to speak.
You do. You do have such a calm, a healing presence about you.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, you've been through a lot, and you're still sitting here looking stunning. And
I have been.
And you know what? You just know how to. You're this perfect balance of being self-respectful and a good person.
Well, I hope so. Well, you do your best, right?
Yeah.
You do, as my mother said, if you're not getting up and moving, you're dying. So you just got to keep moving. Just don't move backwards.
What's the saying? You don't lose it because you stop because you lose it.
That's right.
Advice for people who are feeling lost in their 20s.
That is a great question. I think, first of all, 20 is very young. Yeah. So I think we have to give these kids, when I was 20, I was a full grown up with my Social Security card in hand and I'm going to conquer the world, no money. And, that's just the way it was. I think the world for 20-year-olds is very hard because they're still so young. And I don't think they were given the same, not to anyone's fault, but I've even done it with Hannah. I let Hannah grow up a lot slower. She's just kind of coming into her own now at 31. Mm-hmm. And I still can't see her managing what I managed at 26, 27.
Right.
They got to give themselves a break. They have to get off fucking social media.
Yes.
And start living life.
Yep.
And work hard and work consistently and do something you love. And stop looking to the right and stop looking to the left and stop worrying about what this one has. Just, what just makes a little ant think it could move a rubber tree plant? High hopes. Do the same thing. Be consistent. Keep moving forward. Follow your dreams. I know those are all buzzwords, but it works.
Yeah.
There you go.
And stop looking to the right and the left and the Instagram and the this. Just do your own thing.
I agree. Don't compare yourself to anyone.
I said it to someone the other day. I said, I feel bad for these 20 and 30-year-olds. I really do because there's so much fucking noise.
Yeah.
I didn't have any noise.
Your brain is rotted.
All the time. I would come home from work. I would tune out. I could be out till 4 a.m. No one knew about it. No one reported about it.
No cell phones.
I came home on Sundays. You did nothing. You watched TV and hung out with your friends. And if there was a happy hour available, you ran and met everyone.
Yeah.
And talk. And another thing I think 20-year-olds have to do, communicate more. Not on all these social platforms, in person. The loss of the in-person, talking to each other, feeling their presence, having even just eye contact, touch. Listen, I made some of my best friends at those happy hours at bars. You know, it was great.
People got to get out.
Get out of your comfort zone and don't fucking worry about it so much.
Yeah.
All that stuff we see, A, is mainly not true, and B, is mainly not making people happy. Happiness is simple.
What's the key to happiness?
Doing what you love.
There you go.
It's great advice.
Doing what you love. I'm not saying that can, listen,
I love doing
you can't
this.
sit around and meditate all day if you need to pay your rent, but find more, let me expand on that. Finding something that can make a livelihood that you love.
Yeah.
I also don't believe, like I say to Hannah, you got to get a job.
Right.
We have to have a focus, but get your focus on something you love, hone that skill, surround yourself by good people, show me your friends and I'll show you who you are.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's true.
I only surround myself by good people.
Yep.
If I meet someone that's surrounded by trash, I'm like, well, you're probably trash too.
Right. Yeah, that's great advice. I'm trying to think. We covered most of the housewife stuff in the beginning. I don't even want to ask you it now. I mean, favorite housewife to vacation with? That was a question we got repeatedly.
Favorite housewife on my show?
Any.
Well, I think I'd have. Let's see. There's so many of them. Kyle Richards, I love.
Yep.
Yeah. It's very fun.
She's
Fun
Erica
gal.
Jane. I think we'd have a ball.
Yeah.
Dolores, you'd have a gas with.
Would you do another girls trip?
In a second.
Yeah. Those are so fun to watch.
I think this is where I might get in trouble, but I think they missed out with that, just doing the legacies again.
Yeah.
It's been too long, I think, and everybody's scattered a bit. But I thought that was because you know what I think too. I think if they had done the girls trip, it would have given these other girls a little bit more of a leg up.
Yeah.
Because people would be like, okay, we got enough of them.
Yeah.
We got our once a year dose of them. Now we can focus on.
You can have your fix of what.
Not that
what's
anything's.
comfortable.
I mean, I hope I'm not going to get in trouble, but it would have kind of taken the heat off them a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a lot
They
to live
just
up
need
to.
a dose of us, a dose
Right.
of good old fashioned
I
bad
agree.
behavior.
Yeah, good old fashioned. Need a little time
Sonia,
off for
Wiley
bad
Gal.
behavior. That's great. Well, we're getting buzzed to get you out of here.
Okay.
But
I hope I answered your question.
Oh my God, of
you
course.
did so
And
well.
I'm so happy that you're on the show. When I first saw the first season of Traitors, I was like, oh, there's hope. Like, maybe it'll it's kind of go on the same kind
So
of
have you
wavelength
gotten the screeners yet?
Yeah.
Did you watch them all?
Not all of them. Oh, when? Which one? The second,
Let
second
me leave
episode?
on that.
No. Oh, no.
What episode?
That, of course, I love
I'm
that.
thinking here just now. It just dawned on me. He doesn't
Shame.
know I got.
I need to. Well, I think it's just across the board. It's unanimous. Anytime you grace our screen, we are just so happy to see you. You're
Yeah,
such a beacon of light.
Oh God,
Hope
Joey, you're so
and-
good.
and
Joey,
goodness.
I am so proud and just happy to see you. And I swear to God, on my heart, you're glowing.
Thank you. That's
So-
Christian Dior.
Let me go because I have to go to
Okay.
Glamour. I hope I didn't ruin it for you. They
No,
told me
no.
about the screener, so
Thank you, Dorinda.
I did.